all my YouTube beauties. How are you doing today? I am Amy. I'm also known as Dreadlock Mama here on YouTube. Actually, Dreadlock Mama RNY, for those of you that are following my weight loss surgery journey. And I just thought I would do a quick video kind of updating you. I just gave my 1 month update, but I was going to see my surgeon today in Indianapolis, and so I thought I would let you guys know how that went and just talk to you about a few things that I didn't really get into in my other video because it was so long. It had been a long time since I had updated you guys, so it was a pretty long video, but I'll start off the right way because I never do. I'll give you guys my stats. So I had surgery on March the 12th, 2018, so a month ago, at the St. Vincent's Hospital it's actually considered Carmel, Indiana, just outside of Indianapolis, with Dr. Christopher Evanson, who's a really great guy, by the way. Did a really great job. And I am 41 years old. I am 5'2". I thought that my highest weight was 298.7. I talked to Dr. Evanson today, and he said that one of my weigh-ins last year in the sometime around July of 2017, when I first starting the process there at the bariatric center, was actually just a little bit over 300 pounds. So that's what I had suspicioned. I thought that at one time I had been a little bit over 300 pounds. So I think that's probably my highest, right at 300 or a little bit over 300. The day of surgery, I weighed in at 273. When I came home from surgery, on my scale, I weighed 274, which was kind of surprising because I thought I would weigh more than that from the IV fluids and everything. And it seems like my scale is pretty consistent with the scale at the doctor's office, because this morning with no clothes on, yes, I weigh naked. You should weigh naked. Anyways, this morning with no clothes on, first thing in the morning, I weighed in at like 248.2 or something like that, and on my scale. And then at the surgeon's office just now, with all my clothes on, of course, I wore clothes to the surgeon's office, I weighed in at 249. So I'm super excited to be in the 240s. It's been a long time since I've seen that. For those of you who don't know what the time frame is, I'm almost exactly 1 month out from surgery. So I've dropped from 273, 274 down to 249 in 1 month, which is super cool. My surgeon was really flattering today when he came in. He was like, "Oh my gosh," it's like, your face is like half the size it was. And that's really where I notice it a lot, is in my face. So it's cool that other people are seeing it too. It always makes you feel really good. I'm really glad that their scale was consistent with my scale at home, because when you're working this hard, you want to see those numbers dropping when you're eating this little, and so far it's just been pureed food. Starting now I can go to soft chop foods, which is almost the same thing, let's be honest. But anyways, when you're working this hard and eating this way, you want to see those numbers dropping. So it was super cool to be able to go in the doctor's office and still weigh in the 240s. It was 249, but it's still in the 240s. So the dietitian, I met with her today too. Sorry guys, running over some horrible roads. I think the roads are bad everywhere right now, but especially in Indiana, we're famous for it. So anyways, the nutritionist took a look at all of my supplements, and she was really happy about that. She said that they looked like they were spot on what I should be taking. So at the end of this video, when I get back home, I'm driving home now, I'll show you guys everything that I'm taking. And what's really nice about the vitamin shop is they've got a program called Spark, and they can set you up for auto delivery, and you actually get discounts that way on what it is that you're ordering that's coming straight to your house. And it's really easy to navigate if you need to put off an order or change the date on the order or switch things around. It's super user friendly online to do that, and they communicate well. I always get a text message when they are preparing my order. That way, if I'm like, oh crap, I don't need that yet, or I don't have the money for that right now, it gives me time to get online and change that before they've already deducted it from my bank account. So I really like it. So I'll show you what I've got with that. And I got the thumbs up on the protein powder that I'm using, which made me very happy, because I was doing some Quest protein powder, and what I don't like about the Quest is that it has a really strong artificial sweetener taste to it. Not to say there aren't flavors that were good, but in general, to me, they had a pretty strong artificial sweetener taste, and they're real foamy, and that was hard for me. At some point I got super gaggy about them being so foamy. So I actually found a much cheaper protein powder at Aldi's called Elevation that has an amazing amount of protein, and it has 30 grams of protein for each shake. It's a tiny bit higher in calories, which that's with me just mixing it with water. It's 170 calories, but you're getting, like I said, 30 grams of protein. I think my Aldi's has vanilla and chocolate. I didn't want anything super strong flavor because I wanted to be able to maybe add some berries to it or something like that and change the flavor if I wanted to a little bit, or even something that would pair well with just a little bit of Mio or something in it to change the flavor. So I got the vanilla, and it's really cool because I can add berries to it, or I can put a little bit of like orange Mio to it, and it tastes like creamsicle. On its own, it almost has a coconutty flavor. What I like about it is I don't get that artificial sweetener taste to it unless I add Mio, which that does some. And then it also doesn't foam like the Quest does. I'm not sure why Quest does that, so I like that. It's smoother for me to drink. He completely cleared me for everything, so I was really excited about that. The only thing negative I had to report to him at all was about 3 or 4 days ago, I had a spell where I took like 3 days where every time I would try to eat, I'd get a few bites in, or drink or take a supplement, I'd get a few bites in or a few gulps of few sips of my water or whatever, and my stomach would start to spasm like super bad. It was really painful, and I would try to burp to like relieve the pressure or fix what was going on, and you know, it would just last and last and last. The worst time that it did it, I think it lasted like 20 or 30 minutes. It was miserable. So I don't know what that was. I'm fine now. I've been fine for probably the last 3 or 4 days. He didn't seem to be too concerned about it, as long as I'm okay now. I could have even been a little bit sick. I was feeling kind of ran down, and there was a few times when I like bent over outside to do some things because I was kind of helping my husband in the garden a little bit, and I was seeing stars. So I don't know. He didn't seem too concerned about it though. So I got the green light to work out and to pretty much do whatever I want to do. Excuse me. Excuse me. But I'll see him back, I think he said 6 months. So I'm cruising along. I'm excited. I'll keep making updates, and I'll be back on here in just a second with some pictures and explanations of those vitamins. You guys have a great day. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I thought I would just show you these vitamins really quickly here. Again, these come from the vitamin shop, and I've got them on auto delivery. This is the Country Life Chewable Adult Multi-Vitamin Wafer. Normally you have to take 2 multivitamins, but because this one is such high quality and has so much good stuff in it, my nutritionist said that I only have to take 1. These aren't that bad. They're kind of like the size of a thick quarter, basically. Pineapple orange flavor. So I don't mind those at all. My iron, not so good. It's really, really tart. Kind of tastes like beets. It's a little bit smaller, about the size of a nickel. 85 milligrams of elemental iron, but I have to take 3 of them to get that in. So make sure you always look at the serving size. And again, these are chewable wafers. You will have to take extra iron if you are still menstruating as a female. So you guys won't, the guys probably won't have to worry about that. This has 13 billion culinary forming units in this Ultimate 10 probiotic, which is really great. culinary forming units count. It's higher than what
Culinary forming units. I'm pretty sure I meant colony forming units. Sorry, guys.
B1 with thiamine. Only have to take one of these a day. A nice little small capsule from the Vitamin Shop. Biotin. I take that so that I don't lose a bunch of my hair. And you can get higher doses than this, but that's a nice dose. Really tiny little capsules, super easy to take. So some of these, as you can see by the pill count or the serving size, it just depends on whether or not I get them delivered once a month, every other month, or every 3 months. You just have to kind of do the math on that, figure out how many's in the bottle and how much you have to take. This natural vitamin D3 I've been taking for a lot of years. I think I've already talked about in some of my other videos about having vitamin D deficiency, which led to autoimmune disease in my body and even some neurological problems. I was having essential tremor really bad to the point where I couldn't function, and it was due to vitamin D deficiency. So pay close attention to that. I do split these in half and take 5,000 a day. I'm trying to see if that's going to be good enough for my new digestive tract. I don't know how I'm going to absorb now, so I just have to see if that's enough. And I'm getting pretty good at reading my body when it comes to making sure that I'm getting enough vitamin D in. This one was kind of a fail. My husband was being really sweet and went to the store to get this for me, but he accidentally picked up great big tablets. They're huge, like horsebill tablets. They can't be split. They're not scored. They almost have like a paper-like coating over them with just a chalky inside. So horrible, but they are the right kind. Calcium citrate is what you need after bariatric surgery, not just regular old calcium. It needs to be calcium citrate. So what I did was I just got on the Spark website for the Vitamin Shop and ordered the chewable form of this. So it'll be chewable wafers like those, and I think it's in some kind of a tropical flavor that I ordered, and they should be coming any day now. But if I remember right, I still have to take like 3 of those daily to get the right amount in. My omeprazole isn't out here. Of course, that's a prescription. That's something that you'll probably be prescribed as the prescription dose of omeprazole, which is 40 milligrams. I need to pick that up at the pharmacy tonight. And vitamin B12. After surgery, you have to take vitamin B12 as either a nasal spray or as an injection. I wanted the nasal spray, but unfortunately my insurance isn't going to pay for it because it's so expensive. So we're going to have to my husband's going to help me do the injections at home. And again, I have to go pick those up from the pharmacy soon. This is my Carafate tablet. I've already split it in half. Carafate's another prescription they'll send you home on. I think I've talked maybe about this Carafate a little bit before. You just want to get it down quick. It starts dissolving and like puffing up in your mouth just about right away. But this is essential to keep you from getting ulcers and to help your internal incisions and things heal. So Carafate is important. I'm on it for 2 months. I've already done 1 month's worth and I'm on my 2nd month. This little pill cutter was great to have. They actually sent me home with this from the hospital, so make sure you have one of these. I'm sure you can probably pick these up from like the Dollar Tree or any place like that, really cheap. It's just got a little razor blade in there, and it's really great at cutting these pills in half. So I think that I've covered everything. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you're wanting any links, let me know. But like I said, all of this can be found on the Vitamin Shop website, and you can put it on the Spark auto delivery. Okay, thanks guys so much. Make sure that you remember to like and subscribe if these videos are helpful to you, and I will continue to put up as much content as I can. You guys have a great day. Bye.